Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Tuesday night Darshan meditation. This evening, our focus is going to be on what do you see? And our leader tonight is our beloved Acharya Premadas. And before we get to our meditation, I have just a few announcements to share. We will be continuing our online gatherings on Zoom, YouTube, and Facebook through at least the end of April. And we meet on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays in that way. You can visit our website, awakeyogameditation.org, to get the link. We have one more special Friday night workshop, which will be this week. And to attend that workshop, you'll need to get a unique link. So if you go to our website, awakeyogameditation.org, up at the top of the homepage, at the top of every page, is a special area where you can click to register for Friday night's workshop. So even if you haven't participated yet this month, this Friday night workshop can stand alone, and it will be really inspiring to attend. So we invite you to do that. Also, if you're new to us and want to know when we do all the things that we do, we invite you to sign up for our newsletter, which you can also find on awakeyogameditation.org. Down at the lower left-hand corner, that's where you can register to get our newsletter. We have a prayer list that we focus on each Friday night. So during our silent meditation, I'll be focusing on the prayer list this evening. And if you would like to add yourself or a loved one to that prayer list, you may send an email to swami@awakeyogameditation.org. And let's see, also at the very end of this evening's meditation, there will be a slide up on the screen. And if you're inspired to offer a gift to our beloved Swami Nityananda this evening, the slide will let you know how you could go about doing that. So that is everything that I have to share, and I'm excited to turn it over to our dear Premadas.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Welcome to everybody. It's so nice to be with you in this way on a almost spring Tuesday night. So our meditation topic, what do you see? If as we move through our lives, we see life in the way that we do, and the teachings invite us to look deeply into whether or not the way that we are seeing, what we are seeing, is truly life as it is, just as it is. Perhaps there is an interpretation that we're adding, or a meaning that we are adding. Perhaps we are not seeing life just as it is. Now, no judgment of whatever it is that we may be adding to what it is that life is just by itself. And we can, with practice, and I'm going to be working tonight with a practice of mindfulness, but we can look beyond the surface of what it is that we're seeing, to what is it that shapes how I see? What is it that makes it even possible for me to see in the way that I do? And can I move beyond that which I am adding, that which I am seeing, to a simpler, more simple, a more pure vision or view of life as it is? So, an entree into moving to a place of seeing life simply as it is, just as it is just to meet ourselves where we are in this moment. So, our meditation tonight is inviting us to simply recognize and acknowledge what is it that I do see, and to hold that with the most loving, compassionate, wise, allowing that we are capable of. if then we have any kind of a reaction, and this is tonight or any time in our meditation, um, any reactivity we may have. Sometimes meditators experience frustration with the wandering mind. We may be impatient with ourselves. That seems to be in our time and age, that seems to be a common experience. Well, that itself can be an object of meditation, just to observe or to just see that as it is, without adding any judgment, but to see that, which is a way of seeing that is one of adding judgment or some kind of an expectation, but not simply pure allowing, um, to just allow ourselves bear witness to see just as it is any reactivity that we may have as well. So um, in that way of being, absolutely everything is can be really ought to be an object of pure awareness, of meditation. So there is nothing that is not available to us. Everything in every moment can be an object of meditation, of awareness, of just awareness. So please tonight, in looking at what is it that I see, please also um, notice if you are inclined to superimposing on what it is that you do see, what it is that you somehow may believe or think that you should be seeing. Now, there again, that just observe that. That is what do I see? Well, if I'm doing that, I say, I see myself having an expectation that I should be seeing in a particular way. Um, so at every turn, awareness, pure awareness, awareness, loving kindness, compassion, understanding for whatever it is that we see. So, what do we see? So, for our practice tonight, we're going to, in a moment, offer the Gayatri prayer, and then I'll introduce us to the meditation, and then um, we'll be bringing our awareness to the spiritual eye. So that will be the place where we'll be residing, the place from which we will be looking with um, eyes that see uh, by virtue of that effulgent reality. And just by seeing purely, we come into uh, closer relationship, a more intimate relationship. We remove a lot of the separation between us and the seeing of pure love, the seeing of that effulgent reality. Um, so that will be our practice. We will, after I complete, once we offer the Gayatri and I'll have a little introduction to the little guidance to the meditation. Then we'll have 3 chimes of the bell. And then after 20 minutes of silence, we'll have a single chime of the bell. And after that, we'll join, if you'd like, join us in offering the prayer of spiritual perfection, which will have that slide up on the screen. And at the completion of that, you'll see that slide if you would like to make an offering to Swami Nityananda. That has been our practice for darshan meditation going back to the very beginning, where any financial contribution which we ask for and we receive in the fullness of our hearts. And that will go to Swami Nityananda tonight. So thank you for that. Thank you for the gift of your presence. Thank you for the gift of your seeing and simply seeing what you are seeing with absolute love. And may we all then take that into the rest of our lives and to see everyone and everything with eyes of love born of this meditation. So may that be so. So now, if you would like, please join in offering our eternal Gayatri prayer. which is intended for our enlightenment. Let us meditate on the glory of that effulgent reality from whom the whole universe is projected. May that radiance enlighten our hearts, minds, and lives. If we could all now be seated comfortably in the meditative posture, with hands placed on the thighs, palms turned upward, with spine, neck, and head erect and eyes closed, with vision mentally lifted and firmly established at the spiritual eye, the light of God, just between and above the eyebrows at the center of the forehead. At this center of pure consciousness, let us now practice the meditation, what do I see? And if you would like a silent mantra to add to this, divine grace, illumine us. O thou self-luminous Brahman, remove the veil of ignorance from before us, that we may behold thy light, that we may see with thy eyes of wholeness, of inclusivity, of perfection. In the spirit of that saying, we join together now in offering our prayer of spiritual perfection. That is perfect. This is perfect. Out of that perfection emanates this perfection. In the ocean of perfection surge the waves of perfection, yet that perfection is never lost. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone, for your presence. We love you. Good night.